For this dish, your ingredients are some crushed garlic. Here I have some parsley in here, I have some basil, and I have some red chili flakes. I have some sweet white wine. I have a little garlic powder, some Caribbean spices, and I also have some Montreal steak seasoning. I have some fresh thyme. I have ground beef, so I'm using the medium ground beef, salt and pepper. I have some cheese, and I have my pasta. So I'm using these ones, and I'll put the name for them. So you want to make sure you use these ones. So the first thing you want to do is have a pot of boiling water. So you want to add salt to this for taste. And then we're going to go ahead and add our pasta right in there. And we're going to let this just boil, and then you want to stir this occasionally. I also forgot this little guy here, so you'll need a Scotch bonnet pepper as well. This is optional. This just adds that added flavor and spices and just that goodness that you're looking for. And in a separate plate, you'll need some sweet pepper. You can use all three like I did. Half an onion and half a tomato. The tomato is optional. I'm just going to add it because you are adding tomato sauce afterwards. So next we're going to go ahead and add our ground beef. We want to cook this down now. So we're just going to break it down. Once your ground beef is cooked, you'll notice a lot of fatty grease that it produced. You can go ahead and strain this off and add it right back to your fire. Alright, so once you've done that, now you can go ahead and season. So I'm using my salt first. And add some black pepper. My garlic. All three. All three again. And the thyme came with this time. We're going to add our sweet peppers and onions and tomato. And lastly, actually we'll add our wine afterwards. We're going to let these saute just for a bit first. So you just want to combine everything now. If you need to add more oil, just add some fresh oil in here like I did. And we're going to give this about, we'll give it about 2 minutes, and then you can go ahead and add in your sweet wine. You can also use red wine too if you have it. Pasta is looking good. You want to occasionally stir to ensure that all sides get a nice even cook time. Our pasta have been cooking for about 10 minutes now, so now we're going to go ahead and drain these, and then you want to use cold water because that will do something that's called the shocking method. So it will stop the cooking process because you don't want these too soft since we are going to be baking them in our oven. So at this time you want to go ahead and preheat your oven. It's been about 5 minutes and it's looking really good so far. So here I have some sweet corn. This is quite optional. You don't have to add this. And we're going to just add this right in there. And then here I have my tomato sauce, and we're going to pour that in there also. And then we're going to just stir that in. So that looks good. So now we're going to drop our fresh Scotch bonnet pepper in there. Just make it a little spot. There you go. And it's going to draw all the flavor into this. It's going to be so delicious. And you want to give this about 10 minutes of cook time, and then we'll go from there. So I have my little baking pan here, and I'm just greasing it with some butter. And we're going to prepare it. So what I'm doing now is just taking them and stacking them. So you want them to stand, and you don't want them to be broken. Like some of mine broke, so I would have to remove those. But it's okay if a few of yours broke. But make sure you at least cook a good amount so you'll have enough. And then you just want to stack it as much as possible. Be sure to grease the pan so that you can get this out once it's done baking. And then you just want to stack them in there. This one's broken. Stack as many as you can. Don't make it too loose because you don't want any space or too much space for anything. So once I'm done, I'm gonna go ahead and just spread some cheese right on top. The cheese will go in the hole also, but that's where all that goodness will lie. Once you're baking, it's gonna be a whole lot of cheesy goodness onto the bottom. So you could just spread it all around. Take your time, no rush. And once you're done spreading it, you want to go ahead and take your ground beef and just coat the top of it with it. Just coat the top. So once you're done now, you can go wild with cheese. Just cover the top with cheese. You can add as much or as little as you want. You can do a variety of cheese. It's really up to you and what you prefer. And then we're gonna bake this in our oven. I would say for anywhere from about 15 to 20 minutes or until the top is a nice crisp golden brown when all the cheese is nice and melted and crisped up just a little bit. And then this is all done and that's it. Just enjoy. Cut it up and enjoy something different. Here is the finished dish. Now we're gonna go ahead and cut into it so I can show you guys what it looks like. Look at all that meaty, cheesy goodness. It's super delicious. So be sure to give this dish a thumbs up, subscribe for more dishes, and thank you so much for watching. This is really good. Try it out, guys. Trust me. Bye.